thank Pizza Skulls and SHMACKEMAGOB. Hey man, I got a really cool donation. And I just dropped my notepad. Dan Walsh. He said, hey man, since Blue Öyster Cult celebrating their 50th year touring, why don't you do a Blue Öyster Cult album ranking? And boy, there's a lot of them. And I did. It was a kind of, you know, it was kind of tough on some of them. I was like, damn, yeah. You know, because some of them have some, like, songs that are better than the songs that are on albums that I put above it, but the albums I put above it have a lot of songs, you know. And before I get into this, I own a lot of Blue Öyster Cult, but now, thanks to Mr. Gene Coolin, I own every Blue Öyster Cult album, and I'm trying to close this damn box. It's not closing. There it goes. No, it's not going. Once I put the CDs back, but he sent me the whole collection, plus the 2 albums, studio albums that aren't on here, which is, one of them is at the bottom of my list. So let's start, okay? And this is one of them. This is my least favorite. I'm still trying. I'm still trying to get into it. It's not doing it for me. Curse of the Hidden Mirrors. That would be my least favorite of the Blue Öyster Cult albums. I'm still trying though. Still trying. And I can't even tell you what the songs are. I just pop it in. And it does nothing for me, but you know, what can you do? Alright, the next one. Now this one may be controversial to some of you. I just don't think it's very good. And that's Imaginos. Yes, this is an album I understand with Sandy Pearlman. I've had this story forever and they finally put it out. Now I have heard a couple songs, Bouchard, the drummer, did his own version. I heard a couple of those songs and it sounded better than this, but I yet to hear the whole thing. So Imaginos is down there. I didn't put the numbers, but my second least favorite. My third least favorite is predictable to a lot of people, but then there's a lot of people that love this album. But it has its moments, but Club Ninja. I can't even see songs on here. God, these texts are so messed up. But I think it was the first song, was it White Flag or something? I liked that one. There was like another one I liked off it. But Alright, now here's one of the albums I was talking about. It has my second favorite Blue Öyster Cult song on it. And it's got a couple other okay songs, but this is called Revolution by Night, right? Yeah, I almost forgot the title. Take Me Away is my second favorite Blue Öyster Cult song. It was my favorite for a while, but my favorite now, I'll tell you when I get to it. But yeah, Shooting Shark's okay, Shadows of California, but for the most part, not a fan. Alright, now the next one, this will be controversial because it's their biggest selling album. And it's the first one where I go way back to the 70s. I just don't think it's a very strong album. It has some good cuts on it, but the only reason it's their biggest selling album is because Don't Fear the Reaper's on it. Yes, Agents of Fortune. I don't really like this album much. I like Tattooed Vampire, I like Tenderloin, I like a lot. I love Don't Fear the Reaper. I never get sick of that song. And, did I say Tattooed Vampire? That's about it. This Ain't the Summer of Love and True Confessions. Not really a fan. So, that would be whatever number that is. Alright, now we're going even way back to the black and white period. And all these albums I have a problem with, these I don't. I love these albums. So I gotta go with Tyranny and Mutations. My God, the Black and the Red, Hot Rails to Hell, 7 Screaming Dizbusters, a lot of good stuff on here. Love it, man. So we're getting up, but there, you know, because I love Blue Öyster Cult. All these albums I think are awesome. Alright, the next one is another black and white one. The first album. Of course, my favorite song on here is 7 Days of May, which I was so happy I got to see them do that. Then came The Last Days of May. Listen to me, 7 Days of May. I was thinking of Diz Busters. I'm on the Lamb, before the Kiss, and she's as beautiful as a foot. Cities Aflame of Rock and Roll, of course. Workshop of Telescopes. Great debut album. Kind of long list, but that's because I love all these more. Now this next one, again, I want to thank Gene Coolin because this is very expensive. I want to get it on vinyl, but it's extremely expensive. And I would say it's their most metal album. And that is Heaven Forbid. You know, See You in Black, X-Ray Eyes, Hammerback, Real World, Still Burning, kind of a sequel to Burning for You. And it's got like an acoustic live version of Envy, which I love that song off Mirrors. So Heaven Forbid, way up on the list, man. I mean, I'm digging it. I play that album a lot, man. All right, now here's a controversial one. I've seen a lot of people bash this album. I absolutely love Mirrors, which has Envy. And man, my favorite song on here is The Visual. One of my favorite, probably my third favorite Blues Call song. The Great Sun Jester. They call me Dr. Music. Great stuff, man. Mirrors. Pretty up there, huh? Alright, now you want to even get more controversial. Out of all those older albums, I put way up the last album, Simple Remains. I can't get enough of this album. This album fucking rules. My favorite song's Fight. But I love That Was Me, Tainted Blood. I love Richie's voice. I did an episode on him. End of the World, The Machine, The Return of Saint Cecilia, Stand and Fight, The Alchemist. Ooh, my second favorite on here. Just an incredible album. What a comeback album. Simple Remains, way up there. Alright, how many we got left? We only got 4 left. At number 4, Spectres. Go, go. I love Fireworks. My favorite song on here is I Love the Night. What a song. And again, that would be my top 5 of Blue Öyster Cult songs. Nosferatu, Death Valley Nights. Love it. Love, love, love Spectres. Alright, at number 3, and it's the final one of the black and white period. And I gotta tell you, before I get into this, these 3 I'm about to hold up were my favorite at one time. It has changed. But I gotta say, my favorite now, it's been my favorite for about a year. You know, but this was my favorite for the longest time. Secret Treaties. My favorite is Flaming Telepath. It's got Astronomy, Career of Evil, Subhuman, ME262, Dominance and Submission, Harvester of Eyes. Amazing, amazing album. At number 3. At number 2, like I said, this was my favorite for a while, but it's been pushed down to number 2, which is Fire of Unknown Origins. I saw this tour, and this tour was filmed by MTV. And anybody out there remember the Blue Jean Network? Because the Blue Jean Network always also showed this show. It was Blue Öyster Cult and Foghat, and it was filmed for MTV. They showed it on MTV, and you can see some of it on YouTube. I was there, man. Burning for You, of course. The fucking, you know. I love Veterans of the Psychic War, Soul Survivor, Joan Crawford Has Risen from the Dead, Vengeance, The Pact, After Dark, Soul Survivor, the title track, Don't Turn Your Back. Are you kidding me? This album's freaking amazing. Alright, we're down to numero uno. And of course, I didn't use no live albums, even though I have them all now, thanks to this box set. And I do have On Your Feet and Some Enchanting Evening on vinyl. Number 1, what I'm wearing, Cultosaurus erectus. One song I don't like on here though is Hungry Boys. The rest, this has like the greatest bookmark ever. You know, my favorite Boys to Cult song is Black Blade, would start this. And my second favorite is Unknown Tongue, what ends it. But everything in between minus Hungry Boys, I love Monsters, I love Divine Wind, Deadline, awesome song. Fallen Angels, Lips in the Hill, numero uno, man. My favorite Boys to Cult album for about a year. Will it change in the future? I don't know. All I know is this album is so addicting. It's just, it's like a drug. Cultosaurus erection. Erection? Dan Walsh. Thank you so much, buddy, for the donation. I hope you enjoyed my Boys to Cult ranking, and anybody else out there. You want to rank some Boys to Cult albums? Put it in the comments below. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see who agrees with me with Cultosaurus erectus. You know, come on. There has to be more people than me that understand the magic of that album and why it's the best. You know, I don't want to hear, oh, I love Cultosaurus, but it's number 2. No. I want to know who the hell thinks Cultosaurus is the best damn Boys to Cult album. I'd love to know. Anyway, I want to thank you, Dan, for donating. And if you'd like to donate, I got a PayPal in the description below. And please subscribe to my channel if you have not. So, stay frosty. Listen to Black and Blue, Black Sabbath and Boys to Cult. And SHMACKEMAGOB. Bang, bang, pizza skulls.